clients, I mean, they care about you, but they really don't. There's enough going on in their world.
Yeah.
And they have things that they're trying to figure out to help them get to where they want to go. And so if you're able to make it about them and their goal, oh my God, like that's so much power.
Absolutely. Let's go this. So here's a couple example brand statements we can use. My approach is guided by empathy, technical expertise, and customer first. I aim to make every client feel seen, heard, and understood. Right? We can look at, I'm resourceful, curious. I want you to think about in your business, how do you want to be seen? And test that, right? I'm a solution finder. Someone listens deeply, right? I want my customers to walk away thinking, hey, they get it. They have my back. That's what my attributes are: empathy, adaptability, persistence. So these are good statements that we should be having about ourselves. What do I want to be known for? And part of this, again, is like Kendall and I ran into, go out and test it. This is how I want to be known, and ask people, am I known for that? If not, then we need to be making sure that we're showcasing that. So if we're thinking about this, I want you to think about your brand story. Get your pens and papers out, write, who I am. Highlight 1 to 2 personal attributes that you have. Then think, why you care about their success. So really the easiest way to celebrate your personal brand is talk about how you've helped other people. I get excited when my customers have this aha, when they uncover this, or when this happens for them, and then how I help. So by doing that, I'm excited about this. This is what we do for them, right? And again, for any new ISPA members, this is your opportunity to take what you've done before, the experience, the skills, the knowledge, the relationships that you've had from the past, and establish this new you. Because either it's going to be a new lead or an existing customer or prospect that you've been dealing with that knows you from something else. You have every opportunity. You can change this every time, and it's not about the products. I see a lot of people struggle with going out and talking about what they're going to do, not why they're doing it and who they're trying to help and how they're trying to help. I really want you to think about this language versus let's sell what the thing is.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was talking with a CPA yesterday, Adrian, changed his name for the sake of the story, the conversation here. And he is known by his clients as being a tax CPA. And he's really wanting to move beyond just being seen as tax and position himself more as that holistic, comprehensive advisor. And he shared that but with different, while working with these clients and asking them questions from the standpoint of, how about family questions or business strategy questions, he'll get resistance because his clients view him as a tax CPA. And so what we talked about is, how do you reposition the next meeting? How do you share that there's this new tool that you have that is a value add, and in order to provide even better tax advice, he wants to get a broader understanding of what's going on. And so by connecting with what the client is already comfortable with, the tax thing, but then expanding it a little bit helps the client begin to see him in a different way, begin to see him in a way that can add additional value, and then also leveraging different words and how he's approaching that meeting completely, or begins to transition the way that a client sees him in a broader, more impactful way.
I think it reminds me of, you ever read Malcolm Gladwell, like there's tipping point and then outliers? Outliers, talks a lot about like your inner circle, and it's really hard to sell to that inner circle. So people that you have a long history with, people that know you for a very specific thing, it's a lot of work to actually uncouple yourself from that brand. So I don't recommend going after people that know you very specifically for what you do. Talk to some of those outliers that maybe have had experience with you, know that you're helpful, know that you're a resource, but don't fully grasp all the things that you can do, right? And if you're saying, we've got the SPA tool, so who I am, I'm somebody who believes this kind of stuff, or I'm somebody who does these things. I'm really good strategically doing this, and I believe that clients are challenged because they're thinking too much in these silos, which is why I've been taking this training and I've got this tool that enables us to do this so that we can do these things. And that's really what we're trying to do in this language, is getting people to see that this is who I am, this is what I believe, and this is how I want to be able to help you. So they go, oh, that's what I'm looking for. I wasn't even aware I was looking for that. This is how you're going to get more of those non-competitive conversations. And for example, I'd be looking at this couple brand attributes. I'm someone who thrives on problem solving. Especially for some of you guys that already have experience and you already have a track record of success in your existing market, talk about because of what I've already done, here's what I think I'm bringing to the table. I was working with a client, and this, I started to listen to this one person on the team talking, and in my mind, I'm like, this guy has a track record. This guy knows his stuff, and he's underselling it. He's talking about, I'm the new guy. I'm like, you are not the new guy, and that's underselling what you can do for somebody. He's like, well, I don't want to brag about all the things I've done. I was like, well, then we're going to have to do some intros for it. We're going to have to do some stuff that really undoes that, because if your clients don't know how much value you're bringing to the table, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're not helping them. If you know how to look through somebody's business in a unique and complex and constructive way, identifying risk, finding hidden opportunities, and you're not telling them, guess what? Shame on you, right? That's really what this is about. Is it's not about bragging about yourself, but it's helping clients see where that value is, and the value comes from your conversation. Talking about what you believe, I believe everybody feels this. I think everybody, every business, every role you have, you guys should have a belief statement in everything you do that anchors every conversation. Because if you can get your customers to believe in what you believe, then every time you get off track in your discussions, then you can say, well, we both believe in this, which is why this makes sense. And they'll have to agree because it's anchored in belief, right? And then when we talk about how we help, I help people find these things. I use this approach. This is what we do. We're using these tools. I got this training with ISPA. Whatever it is that you can say, if you can show these things in this order, people are much more willing to go on a journey with you.
Absolutely. And these all act similar to a mission and vision and core values for an organization.
Absolutely.
So as you develop these, put these around your desk in your office, because this is where just big decisions should be based off of. Any sort of communication or marketing message or anything is based off of who I am, what I believe, and how I help.